All right, everyone, welcome back to a new video. For those of you who don't know, I'm Yanni, and I make videos about college, life, and anything in between.
Yes, sir.
To my right here, left for you, is my friend
Gatsun.
Gatsun. We are currently actually in his residence hall at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. I came for the weekend just to see him since I've actually never been here, and we wanted to just sit down and make a video talking about both of our schools, Northwestern where I go, and then obviously UIUC where he goes, talking about some of the things that we've experienced throughout our time here since we both actually moved in to both of our schools in the winter. We didn't stay in the fall quarter or fall semester in this case. And we kind of want to discuss what we've kind of encountered. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, everyone. So quick background. My school runs on a quarter system.
Our school runs on a semester system.
Yeah, so the difference obviously is I have 4 quarters in a year. We don't do the summer one, so 3 really. And then
we only have 2.
Yep, exactly.
For fall and spring.
And the other difference is there's also longer periods for each class or for each number of classes. So how many classes do you take each semester usually?
Each semester depends on your hours.
Right. So isn't it like it's 4 to 5 usually for you?
It could be like 3 to 5. Yeah.
3 to 5, okay. And then usually for us it's 3 to 4. So that already you see some differences. And then another thing is you guys have longer amounts of weeks, meaning you like take longer with classes, right? So it's like how many weeks?
Our classes are a little slower, but they go for like 14 weeks.
14 weeks. Ours are usually 9 to 10. So those are already some stark differences between the two. But nevertheless, we're going to jump into some of the classes we're taking. All right, everyone. So the classes we're taking, I'm actually going to let Godson start with his.
So my classes, we're taking bio. So that's MCP 150. We're also taking Chem 102. And then I'm taking rhetorical and composition, Ret 105. Yeah.
Great, yeah. So those are his classes, and then obviously, like he said, it really varies between the person, the number of credits you said you need. So obviously, not everyone's gonna have the same number. Similar to ours, I'm currently taking linguistics 250. I am taking Spanish 115-2. I'm also taking English 106, which is a seminar. And then the last class I'm taking is a communication science and disorder class. So those are our classes for basically spring semester and quarter.
Spring semester.
Yeah, exactly. A comparison between both of our universities is that we both really have like a lot of Zoom classes, right?
Yeah, all of my classes are in Zoom.
Yeah.
No in-person classes.
Exact same with me. All my professors, I think, are teaching from their houses too. Is it similar with you? Do you know?
I don't know.
It just depends. Some are asynchronous, right?
Yeah, some are asynchronous.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I know some of them are teaching from their house for sure.
Yeah. But I get the big thing we want to say is like Zoom classes will probably be staying for a while. It might be like a long time before you see in-person classes. So if anyone who's watching this is wondering about that.
One time before they require it.
Before they require it too.
Yeah, there's a couple that you just have to find the right class.
But they're probably small too. Yeah, small scale, not lecture halls. So if you're wondering if we have in-person classes, the answer is no for both of us currently. We don't know about next year, but yeah, right now it's mostly Zoom classes, which, I mean, it isn't terrible. What do you think about Zoom classes for the most part? I mean, I kind of like it.
I don't mind it. I think it's pretty simple. The only thing that's like, there's like a disconnect between you and the teacher. You can't really interact. They're trying to integrate ways, so it's like
a little better.
It's getting better and better by semester, but yeah.
I think so too. I agree with him. I think, sorry for turning off, but I think what he's saying too is like office hours, they've been trying to like fix that in terms of like getting you to really connect with your teacher. And then I think also with your classmates with breakout rooms probably, would you say so? Kind of they try to like add that. And I think it's way better.
Talks. Nobody talks.
That's so facts.
Nobody talks in the breakout rooms.
Anyone watching this, you could definitely relate. No one talks. No one even has their camera on half the time. It's so funny. But I think for the most part, I think Zoom classes have been better than when we began. Would you say so?
Yeah.
Like from 7 months ago. Yeah. So I think that's another big thing is that just like people or the universities have been like implementing better ways to connect with students and teachers in the Zoom classes. So right now we're going to switch actually to living on campus, dorms, dining halls, actually being on campus and having activities or doing activities in terms of like going to the gym and going, like he has a student union, is that what it's called? Student union, stuff like that. So I'm going to let him start. Basically, what have you thought of your dorm so far?
My dorm's all right. I heard it's not like the best, but I really don't have a problem with it. It's pretty simple. It's like a dorm, you know. You don't really expect much sleep from the dorm. You just
sleep in it.
Yeah, you just sleep in it.
Do work
and your homework. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and then you're in a single, correct?
Yeah, I'm in a single.
So yeah, you're in like, is it a corner room? What would you consider that?
It's like end of the hall room.
End of the hall room.
Not really a corner, but it's end of the hall. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so you have a single, and then do you have a dining hall in your dorm, like in the actual building?
I mean, you have one. Yeah, we have one in our building. Yeah.
So what do you think about the food?
I used to go to the dining hall across the street. I don't know why. I just haven't went to the one in our building, but food's decent.
Better food. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one place in ISR. They have tons of options. That's probably like the best place to eat on campus for like just casual dining hall. It's probably the best place to eat.
Is that a newer
yeah, it's
building?
It's one of the newer buildings. Yeah,
so
for sure.
yeah, people who are interested in UIUC, if you want to get a head start on housing, I think it's coming up soon, right? Because the applications are finished. So if you guys want to know some good dorms, he just gave you one, ISR. So
ISR.
Do you have any other good ones? Like a couple others. Obviously yours, FAR. Right?
ISR, somewhere in the 6-pack, which is like CJ.
So for my side, you guys know I'm living in a double, obviously with my roommate. With Northwestern, though, the dorms are a little different because Godson's University is also very, very large in terms of size. Obviously, student body. You have, I think, what, 50,000?
48,000 people.
Oh, there you go. We have like 8,000. And that's undergrad only, right?
Some babies, yeah.
Undergrad only, yeah. So
No, that's not undergrad. That's the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing. Okay. So that's with graduate students, still ridiculously enormous. But yeah, his campus is very large, so it could actually house a bunch of people and have a lot of dorms. For ours is a little smaller, not a little, good amount smaller. So there's only really, I think like 30, no, what am I saying? I think there's really only 12 dorm buildings. There's not many, even though a lot of them do house like 400 plus people.
How tall are they? Like?
Yeah, so that's a big difference. So the tallest one is 6 floors.
6 floors.
But that's only one. But you said you have a couple that are...
The tallest one, you can go to the Illinois Tower. That's like different. And then the dorms are like, the tallest one I know of is like 12 foot.
And that you're one that's 12 floors, right?
Yeah, 12 floors.
Yeah. So another big difference, like he was saying, was that his, like he was talking about height. And with my building, it's only 4 floors, so it's not very large. And we also don't have an elevator, so...
That sucks.
So, you gotta walk up all an older building. Older buildings tend to not have elevators. Yours does have an elevator. Like we said, you have 12 floors.
Do you have an air conditioning unit?
We do have air conditioning, so another big thing. Do you have air conditioning?
Do you have like a thermostat though?
We have a window air conditioner where you like adjust.
Yeah.
But in terms of thermostat, we have a radiator, so you could adjust that too.
Okay,
so we kind of have both options for
one for heat and
one for cold air. Yeah. And then what about you? Is yours one?
We just have a thermostat. You just raise it up and then it's like central air or something.
Yeah.
Is it central air?
Yeah, I think central air cooling system type thing. Yeah. In terms of size, are you pretty happy with your dorm size? Is it good, spacious enough for a single?
For a single, it's pretty good. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect bigger unless you're like RA or something, but yeah.
Of course, yeah. RA is always getting more. I think for mine, I'm comparing mine not to his, obviously, because mine's a double, and I have seen his single is very nice for a single. I think it's actually bigger than a couple of the Northwestern singles if you're like looking at specific buildings. But in my double, when I'm comparing it to other Northwestern doubles, mine I think is actually, it was said to be like one of the bigger ones. It's in Bob Hall, but I think there are a couple new like buildings that have actually gotten like big, a lot bigger like doubles. In terms of like having walk-in closets and a lot more space. So that's really interesting, something to look at for sure. But I'm very happy with my dorm. I think it's a really good size, and I think it's nice also because like I have like really good access to the bathroom, a lot of the amenities, the laundry room, stuff like that. So it's really easy to navigate. And the dining hall is also just the building right across from us. So like he said, he goes to the one across the street. I also go to the one across the street just because it's the closest one, and I think it's got
the best food.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually the case.
Always the best food. It's always the best food. Now we're going to talk about some of the sports and kind of like the life. Okay, so really quick, both of our schools are Division I schools for most of the sports. I don't know if it's all of them, but most of them.
We have like similar sports.
Very similar sports. Football, obviously, both of our teams play each other, and then baseball, like you said.
Yeah, both of our teams also play
I think
each
the
other.
Season's starting soon.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'm going to assume lacrosse, soccer, all the other ones you guys could really think of. There's a bunch.
Tennis, track and field,
everything.
all of it.
Yeah. So what's cool is that's another thing you guys to think about, whether you guys are looking at both of our schools, one or the other. A lot of sports to choose from, a lot of variety that you could really like, obviously go in as like a D1 athlete, or do you have club sports as well?
Yeah, there's like intramural sports.
Intramural sports, club sports. So you could really sign up for a lot of them and just do as many as you want. So that's really cool to think about. And then we're going to transition from that really quick and then go into kind of food options in the campus town area, and then actual kind of shopping areas and stuff like that. So in terms of like food options, aside from the dining hall, I think my university has a couple. So there's some in Northwestern University Center, like Mod Pizza and then Vietnam Nam and obviously Starbucks, and then Patty's, some other places as well. That you could use with your wild card. You get a certain amount of money that Northwestern kind of gives you, and you could use that at those places to get food and stuff like that. And then you could also have meal exchanges where you could exchange one of them to get food as well for free. But then off campus, not actually on our campus, in the downtown area of Evanston, there's a lot of places like Chipotle, there's Noodles and Company, there's Cold Stone if you want ice cream. There's a bunch of different places you could go to if you're in the mood for comfort food, for casual food, late night food, or dessert or anything. So all these places are within like a 5 block to 1 mile radius from the university. So everyone tends to walk. It's really easy to get there, and it's really good prices as well, really great prices because there's a lot of discounts for you being a student. So that's for us. And then for Urbana, do you guys have a downtown area?
Yeah, we have a downtown area. It's like a long strip of just a bunch of different food places, different variety of foods, Mexican, American, Chinese, like a bunch of different food, and it's pretty lively. Like you go in at night, there's pubs and a bunch of stuff.
All right, so we're about to finish the video. The last thing I want to talk about is our overall experience. My camera is really close to dying, so we're going to get kind of shorten this as fast as we can and talk about it. What do you think so far, overall, UIUC?
So far, it's been pretty straight. Like everybody's pretty cool. No one's really going to interfere. Like everybody's pretty free to do what they want, unless you're like, don't do anything obnoxious or crazy. But like everybody's pretty chill. It's pretty nice and pretty quiet too.
Yeah. And I mean, what do you think about the area of Champaign? Do you like it?
Yeah. It's good scenery, good architecture. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. I think for me, overall experience, obviously we're not done yet, either of us, but overall it's almost more than halfway through the year. And I think it's been really great. I like the area. Obviously I've been there before. I kind of grew up like 20 minutes away. So it's not super new to me. Like him going to Urbana, it's a little further away.
3 hours away.
3 hours away compared to like 10 minutes away. But
Sure.
I think overall the people are great. There's a lot of great scenery. You have the lake, you have great buildings, you have the nice lake feel, a lot of cool areas. And overall, the classes have been pretty good so far. And I think there's also a lot of resources you could use to really succeed in the path that you want to take in your future endeavors. So I think overall it's been really great. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you for doing this with me. I appreciate it. As always, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying strong. Always remember, stay motivated.
Let's go.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.